Hey everybody, welcome back. Did you know that you probably have a great productivity app on your iPhone? If you have an iPhone or any like iPad or MacBook, you have this great app that helps you transform your thinking into notes. All right, and that's coming up right after this. All right, everybody, welcome back to I Am Gadget Guy. I am Gadget Guy. You can call me Justin, just nothing inappropriate. All right, so right now I'm in my car. I'm driving, and I thought, this would be the best way for me to go ahead and do this video because I've been busy these last few days. And some of you might be thinking, busy? You don't have a job. Yeah, I don't have a job, but I've been busy looking, okay, and watching my niece. Just doing things, okay? So, yeah, let's skip all over that. So this productivity app, if I can talk, is called Notes, okay? Apple Notes. It looks like this, okay? It's on your iPhone or your iPad. I don't know if it's on your iPod. I haven't looked at my iPod in a long time because I can't remember where it's at. But anyway, okay? So, yes, let's go ahead and let's jump over to iPad Justin, and we're going to take a look at the Notes app. Right here.
So we're back at the iPad today, and we are going to be talking about another feature called Notes. All right, so right now, my Notes is blank because this is on a different iPad with a different Apple ID. Now, if we were to go into detail about my notes, I have a lot of notes, and I just don't want you guys to see what my notes are all about. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Notes feature. Okay, so April. I made a note called JUJH, which is just gibberish. Okay. Up here at the top, you can hit that and it'll tell you the folders. And we'll go over that here in a minute. And then we're just going to back out of there. You can go and hit that upper arrow or make the widescreen notes. You can make a bullet point, like you can just keep on doing those bullet points. You can also do a table. You can send it to someone. If you have a pencil, like I can draw with my finger, but I won't recommend that. You can draw with your Apple Pencil if you want. And you have find a note, your recent notes, lines, grids, whatever. Okay? And you can actually pin this note to the top, and it'll go underneath the pinned. All right, so right now it's pinned. Okay, you can go over here and unpin. So it's back to today because that's when we edited it. And we can click over here, the new note. Okay, and we'll name this new note here Notes for Video. Okay, and then we can break it down as in show notes, talk about notes. Okay, and then you can put more bullet points throughout here. And then once you get them complete, we'll go back to this one and you're like, oh, I completed that one. And then you can enable the sorting. So if we enable the sorting, it will put the completed ones on the bottom. Okay, so we can also, this little attachment right there, you can scan a document, you can take a photo or video, choose a photo or video, or record audio. So let's take a photo. We'll use that photo, and that will put us into the notes. Of course, we can move that around. And so, boom, you got that into your notes. All right, so now let's take a look at the left-hand side, and we're going to click on that little calendar thing again. So you can add another folder, and you can say this is personal, You can hit done. And then you can do another one, and you can name it work. And then you can do another one, and you can call it YouTube. We'll make sure it's proper. And then you can hit done. Okay. And you can go ahead and make this notes for video. You can move the note, and we want to move it to YouTube. So if we come back over here and we click on YouTube, it will pull up that note right there. Now, you can do lots of different things with this. You can make lots of notes. You can do bullet points. You can do tables, attach things like we've already talked about. But it's basically up to you of how you want to organize everything. I have several different note sections on my iPad, which are the important things to me. So this is the basic feature of the notes, is that you can make folders, you can make new notes by hitting this little button right there, and type in blah, 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 and then you can just take your notes right there. Now, that is just about all for the note features. You can use it in the calendar. I wish you could.
All right, so yes, that was the iPad, Justin. I did not go into a big detail about notes because notes is pretty simple. You create a note, you put notes down, boom, you move it into a folder, you categorize it, you do whatever you have to do, boom, it's done. It's not like reminders where, reminders, add to calendar, remind me on this date, do this. And so, yeah, it's not like that. Notes is just pretty straightforward, simple thing to do, okay? And that's it. All right, I use notes all the time. I even follow a YouTuber, and she uses Apple Notes to script all of her YouTube videos and things like that. Now, I don't use it to script. I should really start scripting, but I just go off the wing of my, my greatness. I'm just kidding. I just wing it because I don't want you guys to feel like I'm reading something. I don't have a teleprompter or anything like that, and I can't memorize anything anymore because, that's why notes are there for. And so, yeah. So notes is a pretty straightforward thing. You can lock your notes so you can keep prying eyes out of your private business. Okay? I do have some that are password protected. They're not passwords. That's for a password app. And if you want to, you can keep down and say Justin's beauty tips, and that's locked because I don't want anyone to know my beauty tips. How embarrassing. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so notes is just a simple thing you could just jot down and take care of. Like right now, I have a ton of notes in my note app, and I have everything from cruises, my future trips. Yes, I plan future trips even though I don't have a job. Keeps me sane. And I do a lot of planning. I do a lot of writing and stuff like that. And I use notes for the majority of it. I use OneNote to actually write my blogs and stuff like that. But Notes is just an awesome productivity app. And it's already on your iPhone. It's already on your Apple devices. And it's really super useful. So I'm just blabbling right now. But so, yes, if you like this video of me just rambling on about notes, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And also, I would encourage you guys to hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification just so you can be notified anytime I upload a new video here on I Am Gadget Guy. All right, and I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments about what note app do you use to create notes. It doesn't have to mean Apple Notes. It could be anything that you guys use to help control your life. All right? I really appreciate you guys sticking around, and I really appreciate you guys watching this video. And until the next one, I will see you later. Bye. Now I gotta get back to driving.